Hello my bookworms, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sydney, and today's video we will be doing a quick little chat, a little hang if you will, and also going over a book haul and a little thrift haul that has occurred recently. So hey, what's up? How are you? I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for being here and hanging out with me for a little bit. If you're wondering why I look like this, because I never do, it's because today I had my hair and makeup trial for, sorry, there's a hair on my microphone. I had my hair and makeup trial today for my wedding in like 30 days or so. It's fucking crazy. I don't know what's happening. But I took my hair down. Oh, there's another bobby pin. Classic. I took my hair down already because I want to keep some surprise for Caleb. I don't want him to see it all, you know, before the day. So I took my hair down. Really excited about my hair though. Like, it's stunning. I'm really excited. But obviously my makeup is still done. Has been on for a full day now, so hopefully it still looks great. I don't know. I also ate a full spicy chicken Chick-fil-A sandwich and drank an iced coffee while this lipstick is on, so again, hopefully it still looks good. I put it to the test today. That was the point. So, hi. Welcome back. The first part of this video, I kind of just want to do some housekeeping things. I just want to like talk to you for a minute because if you noticed, I didn't post a video last week. I've been very busy. There's a couple things that I kind of just want to chat about, and I think the first thing is just like what's been going on, why I've been maybe a little bit more absent, and it's called wedding planning. We are like a month away from our wedding now, and this is when things start to get crazy, you know? I mean, we're finalizing things. We are now trying to figure out what we want it all to look like kind of decorations and so on and so forth. And it's really tough because Caleb and I really don't care enough to like do them immediately. So we're procrastinating basically, but we're also to a point where we're just excited to get married. We're excited for our wedding day, and whatever ends up happening on our wedding day, it'll be fine. I say that now, right? I say it now. Honestly, the sheer number of things on mine and Caleb's to-do list right now, it's just been really, really overwhelming. There has been multiple days where I would just sit on the couch and start crying because I just feel so overwhelmed. It gets to the point recently where we have so many things to do in the house, we have so many things to do for the wedding, that I get so overstimulated and so overwhelmed that I can't even pick one thing to start getting that list down. You know what I'm saying? This whole last month, I've just felt extremely paralyzed by anxiety and stress. And so it's been very hard for me to even pick up a book and read. I'm not even gonna talk about reading in this video because I'll talk about that in my wrap up or something for next month. It'll be small though, okay? It'll be really small, and that's okay because I'm doing my best. I've been playing a lot of RuneScape this past month, trying to just like escape for small periods at a time because my mind just needs to turn off sometimes. It's just been a lot. It's been a lot. No, but we're very excited, and now we've just been very busy like crossing our T's and dotting our I's, so to say. You know what I'm saying? Fielding a lot of questions from both sides of the family, trying to make everyone happy while also staying true to what we want to do on our wedding day. You know what I mean? Let me leave you with this with wedding planning. If we knew what we knew today, we would have eloped. We genuinely, like, 100% would have just eloped and chosen a destination wedding, and like, whoever can make it to the wedding, come on, come party. But otherwise, sorry, like, this is all we're doing. But no, we're doing a classic wedding, which is fine. Again, we're very excited to get married. We're very excited for a wedding day. There's just like too many decisions to be made, and we're not good at making decisions. Again, it's like we don't care, but we care enough to care a little bit. I don't know if that makes sense. Let me try a different way. We really don't care, but we care just enough to not relinquish all control. You know what I mean? I hope that makes sense. But that's where we're at with the wedding. That has taken up a lot of time, but also in the last month, 3 weeks ago or so, we went to a wedding in Chicago for two of our friends. It was a beautiful wedding. However, many people got COVID from that wedding, me and Caleb being two of them. And I don't know how me, being an ICU nurse, working with COVID patients all the freaking time, never got COVID. Never got it for 2 years. And then I go to this nasty ass Chicago wedding. And I come home with COVID. Disclaimer is, nasty ass Chicago wedding, it was a joke. It was literally one of the most beautiful weddings I have ever seen in my entire life. The happy couple was stunning. The party was great, but someone was walking around infecting everybody. But anyways, we get home from that wedding and I'm like, I don't feel good. Something's wrong. I've never felt this way before. And then I tested the next day when I woke up feeling even worse. Definitely had COVID. I had the next 2 weeks off work because it was so bad. I'm not trying to scare anyone and I'm not trying to like make it a big deal, but I literally thought I was dying. My fever was so high for like 2 days straight. I was laying on this couch for like literally 24/7. Caleb and I watched a whole season of Survivor in one day. I never lost my taste or smell, but I was not hungry. I could not eat. I was just like nauseous all the time. I am a very like breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks in between and after each meal type person. I need food. And for probably 3 days, I literally ate nothing. All I did was drink Gatorade. And that was the weirdest part for me, was like knowing that I should be hungry, but for 3 days straight, I never even thought about food, which like I'm thinking about food every 2 hours normally. So I was down for the count for a full week. And then Caleb had his bachelor party after we were healed. He went to Detroit, Michigan for his bachelor party. He had a lot of fun. And then I went to my bachelorette trip and it was the greatest thing ever. It was so fun. I went to Nashville, Tennessee for my bachelorette trip, like many white girls in the Midwest do. I had never been to Nashville, but I knew everyone in my bridal party had already been. And I'm not a very like country person, you know what I'm saying? But I went to Nashville and now I am, because boy howdy, was it such a great time. I literally had this cowboy hat made for me. It is absolutely stunning. I don't take it off. And I had my initial here burned into the under brim of the hat with a little lightning bolt next to it. Very cute. My best friend, who also got a hat made, did her 3 initials, but I don't know what I'm doing after I get married. I know that I'm either hyphenating or just taking his last name. I don't know if I want to just relinquish my full last name, you know what I'm saying? So I am still deciding. Caleb doesn't really care what I do, God bless him, but I'm still deciding, and that's fine. So I decided to do a cute little S lightning bolt because it just felt right. I got these 2 X stitches on the brim of the hat. It's really stunning. This is a leather strap. I had a second leather strap with studs that would like overlaid it. I'll put a picture up, and it was really cute, but we went out on Broadway, you know, to go out drinking and do a mechanical bull, which I did, and I did really well. But that second leather strap, it fell off somewhere in the Jason Aldean bar, and it was a sad moment, but it was a great night. But yes, it was an absolutely phenomenal weekend. My maids of honors planned it perfectly. I wouldn't have changed anything. While on my bachelorette trip, we went to a bunch of thrift stores, a record store, a bookstore, and I kind of just want to show you what I got. This part will be quick. I'm gonna kind of fly through these random things. There's a car outside. Might be Amazon. I hope they look in and see me filming. Okay, this first thing is a little bandana. I love bandanas, and this one was super fun. It was very like country western, you know, obviously we love to see it. Love the colors, love all of the things. It definitely is Amazon, and we just made eye contact. Okay, so this bandana, and then this shirt, I was in the men's section, obviously, because that's what I do, and I was going to buy this shirt for Caleb, but it definitely won't fit him, it's for me. It is just like an orange tee, and there is a little ship on it that says Flying Cloud Windjammer, and then the back of the shirt is just like a coastal scene with a ship on it. I thought it was so cute. I love the color, very excited. And then the next shirt gave me real big Midsummer vibes. If you didn't know, Midsummer's my favorite movie. Says a lot about me, doesn't it? But it's just like a button up with like a really fun pattern. I don't know. They look like little trees with hats on them, honestly. I thought it was cute. I tried it on in the store and with high-waisted jeans and it tied at the waist. It's a stunner. It's really cute. The last shirt I got is the best one that exists. Are you ready? Because it doesn't make sense. Okay, so it's this shirt that says Barking Pumpkin Records, right? And it has this pumpkin and a cat. The pumpkin is saying ARF, and then there's like some Japanese or Chinese characters in between the 2 characters. No idea. It's like, is that a pineapple in the background? I have no freaking clue what's going on here, but it's stunning. I love it. And also on the back, doesn't make sense, but there's a line of music and it says, "You are what you is." So this was the find of the weekend for sure. I was really quite stoked about it. And then let me actually get the vinyls. So I got 3 vinyls at this little record store. The first one is TNT by Tortoise. This is an album that I used to listen to while I was studying at the coffee shop that Kayla and I met at. And it is a phenomenal like background music album. It's all instrumental. It is so beautiful and fun and interesting and different. And I just really love it. I really love this album. I saw it in the wild and I was like, this is a bachelorette trip where I am celebrating Caleb and I, you know, our wedding, our soon to be wed. And I saw it and I got excited. So I bought it. And it has a jalapeno green vinyl, which is super fun. The next album I got is one that I've honestly been looking for so heckin' long. And I've been wanting to find it organically. Like I knew I could order it online, but like it's fun to find things like out in the wild. And this album meant the whole world to me when I was in middle school / high school. And it is Transcendentalism by Death Cab for Cutie. I am not a fan of Death Cab's new music. I don't like it. It's too poppy for me, but their old stuff, it holds such a special place in my heart. And finding this in the wild, I got super excited because every record store that I've been going to for the past like so many years, I have not been able to find it. So finally found it, got really excited, bought it. The very last record that I bought was a present for Caleb because again, this was our relationship themed trip, even down to the coffee that my maid of honor got for us to brew at our Airbnb. She went to the coffee shop that me and Caleb met at and got a bag of beans for us to drink from all weekend. I'm gonna cry. It was so sweet. I loved it. I love it. But the record I got was a surprise for Caleb and it is Wu-Tang Clan, you know, classic. But this album in particular, Caleb used to play over the intercom at the coffee shop that he worked at. He was never able to make it through the whole album because his manager would tell him to turn it off. But it has pleasant memories to it. We love Wu-Tang Clan, and so here it is. Caleb was very excited when I came home. Now we will move on into the book haul portion of this video. So if you skipped ahead to this portion, hi, welcome, you impatient person, you. First, let me just talk about the 3 books that I got today, because I took books to Half Price Books and I sold a bunch of random ones. I got a whopping $19. Woohoo! But I did use it right away. The first book I got was The Book of Dragons by a bunch of authors. It's like a book of short stories involving dragons. This, I've been waiting to, again, see if I could find it in the wild because this is actually the first arc that I ever got on NetGalley and I really loved it. And it also has a special place in my heart. The hardcover version on Amazon or anything, it's like 35 bucks. I got it for $9. Shout out Half Price Books because that's incredible. There are some short stories from Scott Lynch, R.F. Kuang, Garth Nix, Kate Elliott, and many more. And there's some illustrations in here as well. So yeah, very excited. I am really happy to finally have this. I've had it on my wish list. It's been like the first thing on my wish list, you know, at the very end of the list for years. So I finally took it off because I bought it for myself. The next 2, really 3, but the next 2 that I'm gonna show you, I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't know why it like matters to me, but like I've been on a quest to find old editions of Robin Hobb books. Have I even read Robin Hobb? No, not yet, but I will. If you saw my last book haul, then you would know that I found the Farseer trilogy by Robin Hobb with the old covers, and they're so fun. They're amazing. And now my quest has been to find the Live Ship Traders trilogy. Live Ship Traders, I believe. So while they were putting together my quote for how much money they were gonna give me for my books, I was perusing, obviously, and I about gasped out loud when I saw the Mad Ship and the Ship of Destiny. And then obviously I scoured high and low to find the Ship of Magic, which is the first book in the series, I believe, but it's the other one that completes the trilogy. They didn't have it, but they did order it for me because one of their stores in California had it, so I have it now. It's just has to make it to my house. But then I'll have the completed trilogy of the Live Ship Traders. These covers are so much fun. We have Mad Ship by Robin Hobb. We have Ship of Destiny. obviously also by Robin Hobb. And then The Ship of Magic, which is making its way to me, and then it'll be a completed trilogy. Really excited. But I do have a question. Has anyone read the old editions as compared to the new editions? I'm wondering how different they are. Like when they reprinted the new editions of the covers, did they change the insides? Does anyone know this? This is a plea for help. Because if I get the audiobooks for them, but I try to read from these, will I have a hard time? Does it not follow? Is it different? SOS, please help. Okay, now we can go on into that I bought on my bachelorette trip. I really bought 5 books, but the 5th one was a gift for one of my bridesmaids that was there. I tried to buy everyone a gift that weekend because I'm a 2 Enneagram and I can't accept help. I can't accept that they were paying for everything for me that whole weekend without me giving something back. So that's just who I am. But the books that I bought, the first one was Ghosts by Dalya Alderton. I tried to read Everything I Know About Love by this author. It's like I think it's her memoir, and I never actually finished it. It's not that I hated it or anything. I just didn't love it, I guess. I don't know. I got distracted by a different book and then I just never ended up picking it up to finish it. But this cover is stunning. I love it. I did like the voice in which Dalya Alderton was writing her memoir, so that makes me feel like I would like another story written by her. So I wanted to give her another shot, and this one in particular says, Nina Dean is not especially bothered that she's single. She owns her own apartment, she's about to publish her 2nd book, she has a great relationship with her ex-boyfriend, and she has enough friends to keep her social calendar full and her hangovers plentiful. And then she downloads a dating app and does the seemingly impossible. She meets a great guy on her first date. Max is handsome and built like a lumberjack. He has floppy blonde hair and a stable job. But more surprising than anything else, Nina and Max have chemistry. They dance together like fools, they happily dig deep into the nuances of crappy music, and they create an entire universe of private jokes and chemical bliss. But when Max ghosts her, Nina is forced to deal with everything she's been trying so hard to ignore. Her father's dementia is getting worse, and so is her mother's denial of it. Her editor hates her new book idea, and her best friend from childhood is icing her out. Funny, tender, and eminently movingly relatable, Ghosts is a whip-smart tale of relationships and modern life. I have chills. I don't know why, but I love that. I feel like this might really hurt. I feel like this will not be a chill, fun time read. Juno, where did you come from? She's like, who? Me? But this sounds honestly like something that I would really enjoy, or something that will explore the messiness of relationships and growing up and learning how to be alone, which is something that I suck at. The next book that I got is Defenestrate by Renee Branham. Caleb told me that this word means to throw out a window, I'm pretty sure is what he said. English majors, right? Know-it-alls. But I just loved this cover. Thought it was really cool. Loved that it was a little bit shorter. And I had never heard of it. It caught my attention. Read the synopsis. Loved it, so I bought it. This one says, Martha and her twin brother Nick have always been haunted and fascinated by an ancestral legend that holds the members of their family are doomed to various types of falls. And when their own family collapses in the wake of a revelation and a resulting devastating fight with their Catholic mother, the twins move to Prague, the city in which their falling curse began. There, Marta, have I been saying Martha? Main character's Marta. I don't know what I've been saying. There, in Prague, Marta and Nick try to forge a new life for themselves, but their ties to the past and each other prove difficult to disentangle, and when they ultimately return to their Midwestern home and Nick falls from a balcony himself, Marta is forced to confront the truths they've hidden from each other and themselves. It sounds really interesting. I'm not sure if there actually will be some like magical element with this like falling curse situation going on, or if it's just kind of like everyone is clumsy and their family has bad luck, whatever it might be. But I saw that there was a setting of Prague, which I haven't read anything in that setting before, as well as like an ancestral legend with this like curse. It drew my attention. Sounds like it could be really interesting, and I'd be interested to see how the execution is, since I haven't heard of this book before. But again, this purple, it's everything. The next one. I was so excited again to see it in the wild because a couple of my patrons have actually told me about this book, and I put it on my wish list. It's off now because I bought it for myself, but it is Patricia Wants to Cuddle by Samantha Allen. This is the cutest cover ever. It's literally like a big Sasquatch with nail polish and a woman in their hand taking a selfie. It is fun. It's really fun. In this queer book is about when the final 4 women in competition for an aloof, somewhat sleazy bachelor's heart arrive on a mysterious island in the Pacific Northwest. They prepare themselves for another week of extreme sleep deprivation, invasive interviews, and of course the salacious drama-eager viewers nationwide tune in to devour. Each woman came up on the catch for her own reasons: brand sponsorships, followers, and yes, even love. And they've got their eyes steadfastly trained on their respective prizes. Enter Patricia, a temperamental and woefully misunderstood local, living alone in the dark, verdant woods and desperate for a connection. Though twists as unexpected as they are wildly entertaining, the self-absorbed cast and jaded crew each make her acquaintance atop the island's tallest and most desolate peak, finding themselves at the center of the action-packed thriller that is far from scripted. And only a few will make the final cut. This is a whirlwind romp careening towards a last girl standing conclusion and a scathing indictment of contemporary American media culture. This is also a love story between star-crossed lesbians who rise above their intolerant town, a deeply ambivalent woman and her budding self-actualization, and a group of misfit islanders forging community against all odds. Iconic. I love it. I think it sounds extremely exciting. And again, one of my patrons told me, Sydney, I think that you would love this. And then I looked it up, saw the cover, and I was like, boom, sold, excited for it. And now I actually have it. And it's like a rom-com thriller, and it's queer. I'm in. The last book, friends, the last one is another one that I have never heard of. The cover caught my attention, and again, synopsis sold me, so I bought it. But it is Lungfish by Megan Gillis. This is this author's debut novel, and it's so pretty. It's really pretty. Immediately, you'll know why I bought it, because the setting is in Maine. I love Maine. We know this. This one says, Tuck is slow to understand the circumstances that have driven her family to an uninhabited island off the coast of Maine, the former home of her deceased grandmother, where she once spent her childhood summers. Squatting there now, she must care for her spirited young daughter and scrape together enough money to leave before winter arrives, or before they are found out. Relying on the island for sustenance and answers, bladder rack, rose hips, tenacious little green crabs, smells held by the damp walls of the house, field guides and religious texts, a failed invention left behind by her missing father, Tuck lives moment by moment through the absurdity, beauty, paranoia, and hunger that shoots through her life as her husband struggles to detox. Exquisitely written and formally daring, Lungfish tells the story of a woman grappling with the lies she's been told and those she has told herself to arrive at the truth of who she is and where she must go. A little quote from a reviewer: Lungfish is as suspenseful as a thriller, as finely wrought as a poem, and as heartbreaking as a love song. And I felt it. Again, I haven't heard this book mentioned ever. Maybe because it was published in 2022 and no one knows about it yet. But putting it on my radar sounds like it might also break my heart. Are we seeing a theme here? I like pain. Again, love this cover. Love that the letters are in like a pale pink and then it's matching exquisitely with the green leaves. It's just beautiful. I think that these are some of like the best covers in a singular haul that I've had in a long time. Super excited about it. I think that that's it. I feel like I had more that I wanted to talk to you guys about. Hello? I know. I have to take you out. I'm being called away. I have to go. And Caleb just got home. Phenomenal. We love to see it. Good work, everyone. We did it. All right, but that is all that I have for you guys today. So if you are still watching, leave the little dude in a cowboy hat emoji down below in the comments. And while you're down there, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. I always appreciate your support. And of course, be kind to one. Wait, what is my outro?
And of course, be kind to one another and happy reading.
Is it be kind to one another? Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Wow, I haven't done this in a minute. Be kind to one another and happy reading. Bye.